Good morning. I'm Kristen, and this is Lazy Sea Homestead. We are a small 40-acre farm in eastern Oklahoma, the land of the homesteader on YouTube. And today is day 32 of my rabbit's pregnancy. So let's see how she's doing today. Obviously, she moves this nest box wherever she wants to. And let's see, still no babies. None at all. There's Miss Karen. So she just didn't take. And I didn't want to breed 2 rabbits at once because I didn't want to have to build more than one nest box, obviously. So I'm going to leave the nest box in with her for, I don't know, a few more days. Just in case I have my dates wrong. Even though I'm pretty sure I don't, because I do write that stuff down on a calendar. And in the meantime, I'm going to breed Mr. Harry here, which is my New Zealand buck. He's a black and white broken buck with Agnes. And she is a traditional Californian doe. She's a big doe. And I picked her for that reason. She's beautiful, and she is the friendliest of all of the rabbits. It's really hard. Her color pattern does not focus well in my camera for some reason, but she loves pets. Oh, she loves it. She's a little bit fat. I let her get a little too fat again, but she's the next one to get bred. And in other news, I had 3 successful fall-offs between Mr. Bunny and Miss Rita, the pedigreed mini lop rabbits. And Rita actually is pretty friendly too. She just mostly only likes me. She's so pretty. He is a chinchilla colored pedigreed mini lop, and she is an orange and white broken. She has a lot of orange on her, and I really like that, but we're not going for show quality totally. Kind of raising these as pets. I love mini lops. They have the cutest personalities, so in about 30 days I should have some babies from them. Fingers crossed we don't have another false breeding. And these little guys, this is day 2 of them getting to come out during the day. This one is an Orpington, but it's like a chocolate color. I've never seen a chocolate Orpington before. There's 2 little silkies in there. Hastings calls those fluffy chickens. And then the rest are all supposed to be Cochins, but 2 of them have muffs. I don't know if they're Cochins or not, but they are all really cute. And they're about 8 weeks old now, I think. It's a little disappointing, honestly, to come out this morning and there's still not be any rabbits. You know, 30 days isn't that long to wait. It's not like the goats, they're 5 months. But to wait this long and you're just absolutely sure she's gonna have babies, and she's not bred. So we'll get babies. I may have mini lops before I have meat rabbits, but I'm still gonna have rabbits, so I guess that counts for something. And having the mini lops is great because then I get some really loving bunnies first, and then I can have my meat rabbits, and I'll still love them just the same. It's just like with my breeding stock. I treat them all the same. They get all the same care, but one's for eating and one's not. These 3 Cochins should start laying eggs soon. Well, I guess the 2 of them. 2 are hens. They are absolutely adorable. But that yellow and black one there in the middle, he's definitely a rooster. But he hasn't started crowing yet. His face is just really, really red. And he's got wattles. So I'm going to go with the fact that he's probably a rooster. Now, this black hen that's in front here, she is specifically bred to be a green egg layer. I don't know if I am successful or not, but I bred a brown egg genetic chicken to a blue egg genetic chicken, which gives me about a 25% chance of having green eggs. But in talking about green eggs and the potential to have green eggs, I found one yesterday morning. And I'll show you a picture right here. The beautiful olive green egg that I don't know who it belongs to, but I'm pretty sure it's not from them. They're still pretty small. I think it might be from one of my larger Americanas that I bought in the spring. My son Wyatt loves them. We already had a blue egg layer. I bought a rooster. He turned out to have blue earlobes, so here's to hopefully having blue and green genetics in our Americana flock. And if I was a guessing person, I would probably say it's this white hen that laid the green egg. Because, let's see, this hen here is the blue egg layer. She's been a blue egg layer her entire life. I really need to clean this out, but see, there's several blue eggs. This one's kind of green. I think it would be considered a blue egg. And there's several blue eggs over there. But that egg I got yesterday, it was definitely green. I think that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to clean this little chicken coop out. I've decided that this chicken coop, which was built by my dad and I 10 years ago, almost 11 years ago actually, we built that. I was pregnant with Wyatt. He kept calling me Tubby and told me to lift things with my legs because I was pregnant. But I think I'm going to clean that out. I'll put shavings in and straw because I've got both right now, and give them a nice area to lay more pretty eggs for me. Now that chicken coop, the plans for it is basically I want to be able to isolate certain breeds. Like I have a trio of lavender Orpington hens and a lavender rooster. To be able to put them in together and hatch out specific breeds of chickens. Now I have a chocolate Orpington, and she's going to probably go in that group also in the spring, as well as the one buff Orpington I have. I did lose my old girl. She was like 10 years old, but she lived a good life. Come here, honeys. Come here. There you go, Goose. Get over in there. Come get out of your way. So I've got 10 hens in this big chicken coop. It can hold 25 chickens perfectly. I've got 10 hens, a goose, and 2 roosters. The goose, I guess she thinks she's a chicken now. I'm okay with that. She's really nice. And she needed somewhere not with the other geese because they're a little rough on her. So the chickens are perfect. She's way bigger than them. She holds her own just fine. And hopefully we can see some eggs out of her. I would love to use goose eggs to bake with. And then the other 2 can be our breeding pair. So I've also decided I'm going to rob their eggs this year and hatch them myself, because she gave up on them after about 2 weeks. And that's just not great, I guess. It really isn't great, because she's not wanting to raise her own. Even though she was hatched under a hen goose, she doesn't want to. That's fine. I can incubate them, hatch them out, and that can be a little bit of income on our farm and help pay for some of this feed that we spend so much money on. And talking about expensive feed and how much it costs, I've been doing some things to try and offset feed costs. In doing these things, it takes a little bit of time, a nice sewing machine works wonderfully, a good sewing machine. But I started making feed sack crafts. Like, these are shopping bags. They've got 2 handles, and they're fully stitched, boxed in on the bottom. Really extremely tough. I use them for a lot of things. And I've also been making, I've got these neat little zipper pouches. This is just from the scraps of the bag, and I bought zippers, sewing them together. It's like, you could really use them for anything. A shaving kit, a sewing kit, toiletries, any of that. And I've got it all sewn in. They're, again, really tough, sewn together. I've also started making some lined purses. As you see, this actually, and this was from the same feed sack. I've got fabric in it. This one has 2 pockets. This one is a bag that was given to me. I thought it had a really pretty picture on it, and so I paired it with this orange gingham to kind of match the orange, and the bag naturally was kind of faded out a little bit, and it has a large pocket. And this is some of the things that I will have for sale on December 11th at a historic downtown Christmas in Weber's Falls. If any of you are wanting to go to it, if you can't, I totally understand. I've also decided to open an Etsy store to start listing some of my crafts and creations, which include my freshies, these bags, and I'm going to do pre-orders for my tie-dyed shirts and sweatshirts. And I'll have all of that linked down in the description. I don't like doing self-promotion that much, but I realized that YouTube isn't going to pay my bills anytime soon. So I'm using my own 2 hands and my ingenuity to try and make a few things that, like these bags, would have been in the trash. And I've taken my time to make these. So I hope you guys go check it out. I've got 1 bag in there as of today. I think I'm going to post a couple more, but I haven't posted very many yet because I'm doing that craft show on the 11th, and I don't want to have to figure out how to do that sort of thing. Like I said, I will have 4 of these at the craft show because I bought 4 zippers just to try it, see if I liked it. And I do, so I might buy some more zippers. But I'll for sure have 4 of these. I'm up to 8 of these bags. And I want to try and have 10 or 11, maybe 12. And I want to be 15 or so of the totes, which I've got some really cute ones. This one's my favorite. It's like my purse, but it's a shopping tote. So you don't have to use them as shopping bags. You can use them for pretty much anything. So yeah, if you guys want to support us, I hate that the sun like kills my glasses right now. If you want to help support our homestead and our farm, this is just one way of doing it, as well as watching, subscribing, sharing us with your friends. I am trying really hard to get to where this is my full-time paid job, I guess. And I know I'm not anywhere near close to that, but maybe with my crafts and things, getting to play with beautiful fabrics and hopefully offer a lot of this stuff for sale, it's going to make a huge difference on my outlook as far as the homestead goes and help make my dreams come true. Thank you guys for watching and supporting the channel. I really, really appreciate it. And if you don't mind, just go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. And tell your friends about us. We'll see you in a month, hopefully, for more baby rabbits. Or, well, baby rabbits. We don't have any yet. And I'll see you all soon. God bless.